The world breathes yellow, a fevered gold that clings to the wheat, to the cypress, to the very air I swallow. It isn't just seen, it's felt, a sun-drenched weight pressing down, a promise of harvest and a whisper of madness. The soul of the windmill turns slowly, a wooden cross against a sky bruised with the coming storm. It groans, a low lament that echoes the ache in my own bones, the endless turning of thoughts within this skull, these endless fields. There is a beauty here, a fierce and untamed grace in the gnarled branches reaching for the heavens, in the stubborn persistence of life pushing through the dry earth. The peasant woman bent double in the field, her back a testament to toil, her face hidden from the sun. She is the earth itself, a dark and fertile ground from which hope still springs. I see her, and I see my own struggle, my own desperate clawing for purchase in a world that often seems determined to cast me aside. The light is everything. It bleeds into the shadows, softens the harsh edges of reality, transforms the mundane into something shimmering and profound. Even in the deepest night, there is a glow, a residual warmth clinging to the soil, a memory of the sun that will inevitably return. I chase that light, I paint that light, I desperately try to capture its fleeting essence before it vanishes, before the darkness swallows all. Loneliness is a constant companion. It sits beside me as I paint. It walks with me through the fields. It whispers in my ear as I lie awake beneath the star-strewn sky. But it is not a bitter loneliness, not entirely. There is a strange solace in it, a sense of being utterly alone, yet utterly connected to everything around me. The stars, after all, are also alone, each a distant sun burning in the infinite void. And yet, their light reaches us, touches us, reminds us that we are not truly separate. The scent of lavender hangs heavy in the air, a sweet and intoxicating perfume that momentarily drowns out the harsher smells of the earth and the animals. It is a reminder of beauty, a fragile and fleeting moment of peace in the midst of chaos. I close my eyes and breathe it in, letting its gentle fragrance soothe my troubled spirit. For a moment, the pain subsides, the anxiety fades, and I am simply present, here, now, bathed in the lavender-scented air. Faith is a fragile thing, easily broken by the harsh realities of life. Yet, it persists, a tiny spark flickering in the darkness, a stubborn refusal to be extinguished. I find it in the unwavering turning of the windmill, in the persistent growth of the wheat, in the resilient spirit of the peasant woman. I find it in the smallest of things, in the delicate beauty of a single wildflower, in the warmth of the sun on my skin. The search for meaning is a lifelong journey, a relentless pursuit that often leads to dead ends and disillusionment. But even in the midst of despair, there is a glimmer of hope, a sense that there is something more, something beyond the pain and the suffering. Perhaps meaning is not something to be found, but something to be created, something to be painted onto the canvas of our lives with the colors of our experiences, our joys and our sorrows. The wind whispers through the wheat fields, a rustling symphony that speaks of change, of growth, of the eternal cycle of life and death. The windmill turns, a silent sentinel watching over the land, its soul intertwined with the soul of the wind, with the soul of the earth, with my own restless soul. And in the turning, in the whispering, in the silence, I find a moment of peace, a moment of understanding, a moment of grace. The sunflowers turn their faces to the sun, a silent chorus of adoration. They drink in the light, growing taller, stronger, their golden heads heavy with the promise of seeds, of future blooms. I see in them a reflection of my own yearning for light, for warmth, for the strength to rise above the darkness that threatens to consume me. The human soul is a fragile vessel, easily broken by the storms of life. It is filled with dreams and hopes, with love and longing, but also with pain and sorrow, with doubt and despair. It is a constant battle between light and shadow, between faith and fear, between the desire to connect and the isolation of loneliness. But even in its brokenness, the soul retains a beauty, a resilience, a capacity for love that is truly remarkable. The beauty in small things is often overlooked, dismissed as insignificant, unworthy of our attention. But it is in these small things that we often find the greatest solace, the deepest meaning. A single flower blooming in a field of weeds, a ray of sunlight breaking through the clouds, the gentle touch of a hand. These are the moments that remind us of the beauty that exists in the world, even in the midst of suffering. Silence is a powerful force, a refuge from the noise and chaos of the world. It is in the silence that we can truly hear ourselves, that we can connect with our inner thoughts and feelings. It is in the silence that we can find peace, that we can find clarity, that we can find the strength to face our fears. Pain is an inevitable part of life, a constant companion on our journey. It can be a source of great suffering, but it can also be a catalyst for growth, a teacher that guides us towards a deeper understanding of ourselves and the world around us. It is in the midst of pain that we often discover our own resilience, our own capacity for compassion, our own ability to find beauty in the darkness. Loneliness is a universal human experience, a feeling of isolation and disconnection that can be both debilitating and transformative. It can lead to despair and hopelessness, but it can also lead to introspection and self-discovery. It is in the midst of loneliness that we often realize the importance of connection, the value of community, the need for love and belonging. Hope is a fragile flame, easily extinguished by the winds of adversity. But it is also a powerful force, a beacon of light that guides us through the darkness. It is the belief that things can get better, that there is always a possibility for change, that even in the midst of suffering, there is reason to keep going. The starry sky is a vast and infinite canvas, a testament to the beauty and mystery of the universe. It is a reminder of our own smallness, our own insignificance in the grand scheme of things. But it is also a reminder of our own potential, our own capacity for wonder, our own ability to connect with something larger than ourselves. The lit window in the distance is a symbol of hope, a sign that someone is there, that someone is waiting, that someone cares. It is a reminder that we are not alone, that there is always someone who is willing to offer us shelter, to offer us comfort, to offer us love. An old memory, faded and worn, is a treasure trove of emotions, a reminder of the people we have loved, the places we have been, the experiences that have shaped us. It is a connection to our past, a source of strength in the present, a guide for the future. The soul of the windmill turns, a silent prayer whispered to the wind, a song of hope carried on the breeze, a promise of light in the gathering darkness. The soul of the windmill turns, a silent prayer whispered to the wind, a song of hope carried on the breeze, a promise of light in the gathering darkness. And in the solitude of the fields, under the watchful gaze of the stars, I find a strange and unexpected comfort. It is in this quiet communion with nature that I begin to understand the interconnectedness of all things, the delicate balance that sustains life, the enduring power of the human spirit. The wheat sways in the wind, a sea of gold rippling under the vast expanse of the sky. Each stalk is a testament to resilience, a symbol of the enduring power of life, a quiet affirmation that even in the face of adversity, growth is possible. And I see myself reflected in the wheat, bending but not breaking, swaying but not falling, enduring the storms and reaching for the sun. The beauty in small things is often overlooked, lost in the grand schemes and the overwhelming complexities of life. But it is in the delicate curve of a petal, in the intricate pattern of a leaf, in the gentle hum of a bee, that we find the true essence of beauty, the true meaning of existence. It is in these small moments, these fleeting glimpses of perfection, that we are reminded of the wonder and the magic that surrounds us, the extraordinary that lies hidden within the ordinary. Silence is a powerful force, a space for contemplation, a refuge from the noise and the chaos of the world. It is in the silence that we hear the whispers of our soul, the echoes of our past, the stirrings of our dreams. It is in the silence that we find clarity, that we find peace, that we find ourselves. Pain is an inevitable part of life, a shadow that follows us through our journey. It can be a crushing weight, a constant reminder of our fragility, our vulnerability. but it can also a teacher, a guide, a catalyst for growth. It is through pain that we learn compassion, that we learn resilience, that we learn the true meaning of strength. Loneliness is a universal human experience, a feeling of isolation, a longing for connection. It can be a debilitating force, a source of despair and hopelessness. But it can also an opportunity for self-discovery, a chance to connect with our own inner selves, a path towards greater understanding and acceptance. An unwavering commitment to keep moving forward, even when the path ahead seems dark and uncertain. Faith is a compass that guides us through the wilderness of life, a belief in something greater than ourselves, a trust in the unseen forces that shape our destiny. It is a source of strength, a source of comfort, a source of hope, a beacon of light that illuminates our way, even in the darkest of times. The search for light and meaning is a lifelong quest, a relentless pursuit of truth and understanding. It is a journey that takes us through the depths of despair and the heights of joy, through the valleys of sorrow and the peaks of enlightenment. It is a path that is fraught with challenges and obstacles, but it is also a path that leads to profound wisdom and lasting fulfillment. The windmill stands silhouetted against the twilight sky, a silent sentinel guarding the fields of my soul. Its turning blades are a constant reminder of the relentless passage of time, the cyclical nature of life, the enduring power of hope. And as I gaze upon this familiar scene, I feel a sense of peace wash over me, a feeling of contentment, a quiet acceptance of all that is, all that was, and all that will be. The colors of the sky deepen, the stars begin to emerge, and the wind whispers through the wheat, carrying with it the secrets of the earth, the dreams of the wind, and the soul of the windmill. And I am left with a feeling of serenity, a luminous melancholy, and an inward contemplation that fills my heart with a quiet and abiding joy. The world fades into the night, a painting slowly coming to rest, leaving only the echo of beauty and the whisper of hope in the silence of my soul.